You're listening to Comedy Central.
It's time for the Jim Jefferies Show podcast. Podcast. We just finished episode 10 of our 30-episode run, so we're all getting fucked up. Am I right, Forrest Shaw?
Yeah, I'm not fucked up yet, but I mean, like...
You're going to get fucked up, though. You're going to get fucked up.
That was episode 30 total.
You just had like a white chunk of stuff fall out of your nose. You're getting fucked up, man.
Oh, that was a booger.
Yeah.
It wasn't Coke. So,
wow, you should see a doctor about that.
Yeah,
you're getting white, chunky boogers?
I got Coke nose.
We have a special guest with us this evening, a friend of mine. Is he a friend of yours, Forrest?
We know each other a little bit, yeah. Yeah, we're friends. Yeah, sure. We don't hate each other.
Do you want to introduce Justin? Or
yeah. It's a weird way to do it. Like we don't hate each other. I mean, yeah. I mean,
do you want to kill him?
I'll sit across from you on a podcast.
Do you want to cage match him? Curb stomp him? What do you want to do?
I'll sit across from you for an hour.
It's Tuesday. Yeah. Let's do it.
Our guest today is comedian Justin Martindale. How you doing? Yeah, I'm just going to go over some of your things here. You're the host of on eSnapchat Discovery every Thursday. What the Fashion?
Oh yeah.
And
I see what they did there. What the fashion? It's like
clever,
what the
right?
fuck, but it's about fashion.
Yeah, it's called What the Fashion on the Snapchat. I really botched that whole thing there.
And I let everyone know what's up.
And you can find him on Twitter at Just Martindale and on Instagram at Justin Martindale. So somebody had Justin Martindale on Twitter.
Yeah, some asshole in Tennessee, I think.
What's he do?
I don't know. Country sing.
Oh, yeah, no, I had that. I had to change. I had to put an extra E in my name.
No.
Yeah, I was Jim Jefferies without the extra E. I came to America. I went to register my name with SAG or AFTRA or some shit.
Isn't that weird, by the way?
Yeah, and I went, I'm registering my name, and they go, name's already taken. What else would you like to be called? And I went, I'll need a minute.
Right. Yeah, it's like what are you, John Proctor from The Crucible? It's like, it's my name.
Yeah, so I added an extra E, so I went from being Jim Jefferies to Jim Jefferies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a vast... I was thinking of putting a middle initial in, because like Michael J. Fox, there was another Michael Fox.
Jim J. Jefferies?
No, I was going to put an E in the middle, so it'd be Jimmy Jefferies, and I thought that's a bit too corny.
Yeah, that just sounds a bit shaky.
Upcoming gigs, man. Clusterfest Comedy and Music Festival this Saturday, June 2nd in San Francisco, June 23 and 24th at Casino Rama Ding Dong, Ontario, Canada.
That is not a good name. Casino Rama in Rama?
I think they should change it to Ramalama Ding Dong.
Absolutely, like a Grease theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to read the ad, or should I do it first?
It's
I
your
can
ad
do
to
it. It's
read.
my ad.
Yeah.
We use them every day to learn, design, and strategize.
Seamless.
Strategize? How do you say Strategize.
Yeah.
Dry erase boards and now glass marker boards are must-haves in every stage of life. Every stage of life, you should have one of these.
Yep, from baby to the end. Yep.
Just before you die, you should write something on one of these boards. Visual display products you need and quality of service you deserve. US Marker Board is the place to go. A full-service shop with highly trained staff. US Marker Board is able to handle any request, no matter how large or small. Visit usmarkerboard.com today and use the promo code Jefferies, that's JEFFERIES, to get 12% off your next order. Come and see what US Marker Board can do for you. Now, I'm going to assume what they can do for you is sell you a marker board.
Why is it 12% off, too? Yeah, you think
it's 12% because we fucking do the extra 2% mile here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Most people get 10% off, but fuck that.
Yeah, he's got a point.
2%. Now, do anyone want to plug anything else before we start the show?
I would like to plug one thing, actually, because I don't usually do this at the top of the show, but next Tuesday, June 5th, I'll be in New York City at the Gotham Comedy Club. I'm hosting with another comic, Andy Ostroff, an anti-comedy fundraiser for the International Myeloma Foundation. All the proceeds go to that foundation. It's a blood cancer foundation, and the comics on it are Hassan Minaj, Roy Wood Jr., Dan Soder, Nikki Glazer, Nick Griffin, and it's going to be a good show. So if you're in the New York City area, it's next Tuesday, June 5th at 7 p.m. And if you can't go, there's a link on my Instagram too to just donate to it if you want to.
That's very sweet of you for doing that. No, it is. It's a very good thing. It's a very good cause. I'd like to state that my gig at Ramalama Ding Dong, all profits will be going to me.
Oh, good.
That's nice.
Very charitable. Very charitable.
You can get some
I'll give some money to your charity. I won't show up to the gig.
You've already done this. This is the same one that we've done
I know.
here.
I've done the gig before. I'm
do it here.
actually a really good person.
You've done both of the gigs I've done here for that same shirt.
So look, what happened is, people, if you're listening and you're in your car, right, where are you going? Are you late? Are you panicking right now because you're meant to be somewhere but you're held up in traffic? Probably, maybe. But what happened was this was our last episode for 2 weeks, so we're having a little hiatus. We did a show today, and our topics included, what was our first topic that we did? Sorry.
Yeah, but first you just said we're going to be back. Just so everybody knows.
Oh no, June 19th.
Yeah.
We got
2
20.
weeks.
We got 20 more episodes this season. 20
2
more
weeks
episodes.
off. June 19th we'll be back.
That
so
means
don't
we
forget
probably
about
won't
us.
be podcasting either. But we're going to have 2 weeks
Well,
off. We might fit one.
something
in.
we're gonna discuss after this
we
podcast.
we might find a place to fit one in. Like fuck it.
Yeah.
My life isn't important. I shouldn't have any time off like everyone else does.
Nope.
Okay, so today on the show, our first topic was talking about the word sorry and apologies, and that so many people give apologies at the moment. And just before we went on air, someone that I've met, but I'm not friends with, Roseanne Barr.
Met her?
I have met her. I once met her at what's his name? The Indian comic, Canadian...
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters. I once met her at Russell Peters' house. Hello, Russell. We're still friends. Anyway, so I once met her at
Peters
Russell.
Indian? I know
He is
that-
Indian.
Okay.
He does a TV show in Canada.
No,
called
I know that. Yeah,
in Canada called The Indian Detective. Now, that show really does what it says on the tin.
He's also on Carol Burnett's new show.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's on Carol
I lost
Burnett's
that
new show.
job.
Good
Didn't get that
segue.
one.
Carol
Yeah.
Burnett was on our show a few
God
weeks
damn it,
back.
isn't
so
she
they-
great?
She's fantastic. I love Carol Burnett.
Her bones are made of glass, though. You just don't want to like hug her too hard.
Oh, I hugged her too hard.
Did you? Broke her femur?
I think I may have. Which bit's the femur?
leg.
Oh, no, I didn't break that. Is the hip near the neck?
It was a clavicle. You broke the clavicle.
Oh,
that
yeah.
neck bone.
Her sternum.
Yeah, that'll kill her.
I fucked this. I fucked her sternum up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we talked about all the sorries, and right before we went on air, Roseanne Barr's show, aptly named Roseanne, was cancelled because Roseanne Barr said that someone looked like they're from the Planet of the Apes. Let's
Yeah.
get the exact quote.
It was a former Obama
Administrator.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Roseanne, that's what you call in the entertainment industry as a faux pas.
She's an idiot.
She is a fucking idiot. She is a fucking moron.
That's so stupid.
I'm done sort of protecting her as like, oh, well, you know, she's a bit quirky or whatever. And sometimes you get with like Republicans and Democrats and you go, well, some people have their political views and I have different political views, but it doesn't mean that we can't be friends and we can't get along. We can find common ground, but you can't find common ground when someone does something like that. And bravo to, was it ABC?
Yeah.
For cancelling the most popular show on fucking television.
In like 10 years, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty big.
I feel bad for
pretty
the whole
big.
crew.
So Fox, you're going to pick it up, aren't you?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Fox already rubbing their little
Hosted by
racist
Tommy
hands together.
Lauren, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like you said, Justin. Though there's a lot of people that we know that are working on the show, or I don't know if you know, but there are people.
What's the name?
John Goodman?
No. The
people?
the writers. Wanda Sykes quit about an hour before the show was cancelled because she was like, "I'm fucking out."
She was a producer, but yeah,
She was a producer.
Yeah.
And Whitney Cummings.
Have
and
we
Morgan
heard from
Murphy.
what Whitney Cummings has said yet?
she was a
She-
producer.
she-
No, she had already quit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
She quit. She quit right ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I feel like she knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her in a comedy club, and I said, "How's it going working on Roseanne?" And she just gave me a sigh.
That just means hello.
Yeah, there's no other quote that I've got from Whitney, but she did go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
And
with
so
Morgan.
now, you know, if she doesn't watch her money, she'll be one broke girl. Come on, if you're in there.
Podcast is over. That's it.
God, is there an air
No,
horn we can play? And-
she's got plenty of money. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Me and Justin have a mutual love of one show.
Oh, shit. Are we getting into it?
We have to before we get into our actual show.
Yeah.
And me and Justin both love RuPaul's Drag Race.
Hey, kitty girl.
Yeah, man. If you can't love yourself, how can you love anyone or
Can
something?
I get a amen?
Get an amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Are you like into it?
I'm into it. My ex got me into it. She was super into it.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the new season. I like to watch it as I go to bed. But I like the drag queens this year. I think this is a good year. They've had a couple of weak years before that. It used to be filmed on this lot.
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, I started a campaign, and let's all tweet this out.
Can we be judges on season 11?
Jim Jefferies needs to be a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Justin wants to be
I will
too,
also,
but-
because I'm gay. Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll get on because you're gay.
No,
I
won't. Don't
feel
do
like that show is heterophobic.
What?
I'm telling you,
Michelle
because
Visage? Wait, never mind.
no, for men they're heterophobic. There's never They had what's his name from Silicon Valley, the Indian fella. Oh, he might not be Indian. That might be really rude.
Kumail Nanjiani?
Yeah, he's
not Indian.
He's not. Is he back? What is he?
I believe he is. He's not Indian. I'll find out for you right now because I don't want to mess it up. But Pakistani, right? Yeah, Pakistani.
And now let's sing the song.
Yeah.
You say potato, and I. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, my sound went out.
Your headphones?
My sound went out, yeah.
Oh, just
I can
because I
still hear
slapped
you.
my hand. We can still hear you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. That was my fault because I was
That's all right.
slapping my hand, being comical.
But when did you start watching the actual season?
I've seen all 10 seasons.
Oh, really?
I've seen all of them.
Because it's my March Madness, it's my fantasy football. I go in, I gamble, I dogfight, all of it for RuPaul's Drag Race.
Who's your winner this year?
Going off statistics, I'm going to say Eureka O'Hara because we need a big girl to win.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm with her.
I am. I'm with her.
I think so. It's either going to be her or
There's the two
Aquaria.
that look the same, Aquaria and Miss Cracker. They
Yeah.
look the same.
But they're both from
and
New
it's the
York
same
and-
as like stealing
yeah.
jokes. Like they're like, oh, you stole a fashion idea off me or whatever.
Yeah, but Aquaria gives me like Violet Chachki vibes, which I'm kind of like, we've done it.
I like Violet Chachki, but because I used to have a tour bus. Me and Forrest went on a tour bus, and the bus driver who drove us also drove around RuPaul's Drag Race,
Yeah.
and we got all the tea that happened
Oh,
on
you
there.
spilled the tea,
Yeah,
Hunty?
they spilled. The driver spilled the tea.
It's a lot.
And the Chachki was
I don't think you have that right, by the way.
the weak part of the show.
Yeah.
Delaya, what's her name? There's one that can sing.
Which one?
Delano, Adoro.
Adore Delano.
Adora Delano. Adora Delano is very
Party.
talented. She can sing.
Yeah.
She was fun. I liked her. She was a hot mess.
She's a hot
right?
mess.
So you got Courtney Act. Courtney Act's the Australian one who's...
You know her.
Yeah, yes. Who's the pretty one. But if I had to fuck one of them... I go for Adora Delano because she's like just seems like she'd be more fun to fuck if they were actual women because
Right.
that's one of me things. They have
Right.
to be actual women for me. to
Okay,
have sex.
guys, I hate to sashay away from this topic, but we have to get back to the show. But, by the way, before we leave,
We'll bring it back.
Do you know who's the hugest fan on the show of RuPaul? Dan Kuba.
Dan Kuba.
No one would know that. That Dan, you'd have to know who Dan Kuba is, but he does not look like he'd be a fan.
Yeah,
of
Forrest, what you're doing right now is you're mentioning people that the people in the podcast don't know, like an old grandmother who's rang you up to tell you about a second cousin, and she's getting married,
Oh.
All right, so we talked about being sorry.
which is good because she had uterus cancer.
Oh.
It's fixed now,
Okay, good.
but she still can't have kids.
Well,
She might adopt.
Handmaid's
Anyway, it's made. What are you doing, Jack? All right.
Tale. Oh, get Dan.
Yeah, get Dan.
Who's
Who's
Back
your,
to-
okay, just real quick, can we just say this?
Oh, yeah, you can
Who's
do
your
it, yeah.
favorite winner of all time?
I like Bianca Del Rio.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I do like fun. I like funny queens.
Just crass and blazing.
I just farted really bad. It's about to hit both of you.
Okay,
I'm
good.
really
Yeah.
sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Dan Kuba's here.
Dan?
Hey, how's it
Drag
going?
Race Season 10 predictions?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Dan's an editor on our show
Jesus
now.
Christ.
It's not an editor.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
He's good at it, but that's
Oh
not
no,
his
but
title.
he works on the
Hold
show.
on, it smells like kangaroo placenta right now.
How did you get Jim's fart?
Yep, sure
Yeah,
did.
it just hit him. Just hit him. It's not going to make the end of the table, Kelly. Stop being a fucking dick about this. I was respectful and farted around the least amount of people. What was I meant to do? What the fuck was I meant to do? Was I meant to leave the podcast to fart?
No.
I needed to fart.
That's true.
It's respectful that I stayed. Anyway, so, Dan,
Dan, first of all, how would you describe yourself?
what is your job,
No one's
Dan?
ever seen you.
I
What's
gotta
his
be-
job?
I thought he was an editor.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I mean-
I know he gets really panicky just before the episode's fed. He starts walking around. He starts getting on his phone going, episode's about to be fed, everyone. And I feel like he's talking to some government body. There's some special TV, like, you know, in baseball when they have to get the video replay.
You're asking the
and
wrong
there's,
person.
there's just cunts in an office in fucking, like, in New York that are just watching, like, a Bang Bang play, and they're like, oh, no, he's out, he's in. Who do you call, Dan?
Dan is a producer.
Yeah,
He's a
I'm the
post-producer
on the show.
On this show?
Yes,
The whole time?
on your show, Jim.
He's an actual producer on the show.
I thought he was just a guy who gave me cigarettes occasionally.
That's true too.
He learns a lot of stuff on the show. Dan, would you think if people saw you, they'd think you were a RuPaul Drag Race fan?
Absolutely not.
Why is that?
Oh, okay, we get it.
No.
We get it.
If, if I had to explain, what Dan looks like in the gay community, it would be a bear that's ill.
I think that's been explained before.
That was mean spirited. Just
I'm
podcast.
sorry, Dan.
fun.
That was really funny. I'm sorry.
A bear that's ill.
Dan's not laughing. He's a grizzly bear right
Just
now.
tell us how much we were talking about RuPaul's Drag Race, and I said you're probably the biggest fan on the show, and that's why we brought you in here.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And they were discussing who they thought would win. I don't know who you have.
Who do you think's going to win?
Well, it's spoiler from last week. I mean, I thought Monet had a shot.
No.
No.
She's a lip sync
Not
assassin.
those. No, she is not.
No,
she wears
she
pussycat
can't lip
wigs.
sync for shit. You got to do the splits during a
Just
lip
waiting for her
sync.
to come out.
Or you got to reveal a wig under a wig. You got to put
yes, come through. Know
when
left
you
at the bus stop.
Know when you're having a week, right? And then plan for your lip sync.
Yes, give
right?
me Roxy Andrews.
Exactly.
Wig on the wig.
She thought she would win that week. She thought she was fine. She didn't prep for it.
She didn't prep.
I won't have it.
And that's
I won't have
really
it.
big in the gay community right now. Prep.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to prep.
you do. That's why Lube was involved.
So who's your new favorite, Dan?
Yeah, I assume that. Okay, I'm not going to do gay anal jokes. Carry on, Dan.
I mean, it's not. It's just a prediction. It's not who I want to win, but I'm thinking it's going to probably be Eureka right now.
Thank you. That was well done. We all
Shantae, you
agree.
stay.
Shantae, you motherfucking stay.
Dan, fuck, hold on. Shantae, you slay. I'm just going to make a little reference. Fuck
Yeah.
off. All right.
Justin's been drinking. Now,
I have to catch up.
no. I just have an Australian accent. Now, so our first act. How long has this podcast been going? We're just in the first act.
Thanks, Dan.
72
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dan. Hey, Dan. Roar.
It's Woof, by the way.
to the world.
No, that's how you say it to a bear. Woof.
I know, because Forrest is also a bear.
Yeah, I've gotten emails before that
Yeah,
it says
Forrest
Woof.
gets a lot of woofs.
I don't know why you say
Are
Woof
you
to
a bear? Do you consider yourself
He's
a
a
bear?
bear.
I've gotten emails from and they said Woof, and I'm like, why would you say Woof to a bear? It doesn't make. I guess
It just means like, hey, girl, what's up?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Hey, Forrest, what's up?
Are you a bear? You're a bear.
I'm not a bear.
I'm not a bear.
You're like a nice
I'm not a
Klondike
bear. I'm a chubby Chad.
No, there's
Chubby
a
Chad.
chubby Chad.
I'm a bear. I'm fat enough to be a bear.
You're not fat. It doesn't mean you're fat. You're just like husky and meaty.
I would fuck the shit out of you, Justin.
I
You
get
have
that
no,
all the time.
You have no idea. If I really committed to this,
Ugh, I guess again, I'll take the bait.
You would have a hell of a time if
Didn't know there was a bear trap involved. Right on my ankle. Kaka! Just like, oh shit.
Kaka. That's a great
they tag
catchphrase.
my ear like fucking Offred.
You should say Kaka after every joke.
The name of my special. Kaka!
I got another fart, people. I'm sorry. It's going to be horrible.
See, I'm an old twink. I'm a twonk.
Oh,
That's
man.
my preference. That's what I'm. That's
Old
what I
twink is
think I am.
twonk?
I'm a twonk.
What's an otter?
An otter is a hairy, like slender person.
Oh, we have some otters here in
Yeah.
the office.
Yeah.
A couple otters.
No, you're not slender. Jason just put his hand up like he thinks he's slender. Fuck you. You're a fucking morbid.
pretty thin.
You're a morbidly obese otter. No, in the otter world.
No, I
he's
think
thin.
he's an
He's
otter.
thin for a regular person,
I
but he's
honestly
not
thought
like
that-
skinny, like otter's skinny.
Yeah, I actually thought that was John Oliver the entire time. So
Oh man, this next fart's
He's
worse
a
than the
tw-
first
well,
one.
I don't know. It's all
Anyway, so we did a show.
let's get into it.
We did a show.
Sorry.
It was about all the sexual harassment things that are going on. We just had
Well, it was sexual harassment.
Morgan Freeman, and then corporations, Wells Fargo, apologizing for just fucking being fraudulent and opening
Basically,
accounts and charging people fees.
You got it.
They were just being cunty, the Wells Fargo, and so we had to go. Then we had to go.
Very, very cunty.
Yeah.
Also opening fake checking accounts and people's names that already were clients. And
there was so many companies that we wanted to talk about. We only get like 6 minutes a segment, and so like we would have liked to talk about like I wanted to talk about VW,
Volkswagen.
yeah. Like they really fucking lied.
Really?
Yeah, they were saying their cars were the lowest emission cars, and they were tampering with the testing machines, and then just fucking people were like, "Oh no, this car's fucked," and then they were like, "Yeah, we know, we lied," and then they just kept on making cars.
Yeah, and I think the point with everything, with whether it's corporations or celebrities or even people, we brought up the lawyer Aaron Schlossberg, that the apologies didn't really matter, because if you're a corporation, people are still going to use Facebook. They're still going to go to Wells Fargo. They're still going to buy Volkswagens.
That just sounds awful.
Yeah,
Those three together.
I do feel like this segment is going to haunt me in the future when I actually need to make a big apology, and then we have footage of me going, everyone's lying when they apologize.
Yeah, or it could help you.
It could help me.
Yeah, but also I think the point was too that all the way down, like celebrities, they kind of like you brought Mel Gibson, how like he just took a couple years off, now he's back in movies, and then
he's not fully back in movies, but I think he'll be more directing than anything. But like, if you watched like Daddy's Home 2,
which no one did.
Well, my son and me went to the movies because he thought this would be
Daddy's Home 2.
Daddy's Home 2.
Which is also my favorite gay porn, by the way. Yeah. It's always
no, the parody Two Daddies Are Home. Oh, we're having fun. Anyway, so we talked about all the different things and apologies and that stuff. We had a little fun bit at the end where we talked about if we could have like Hallmark cards that had like apologies when you don't mean to apologize.
Kind of because of the point. It doesn't matter. I was going to make the point. The lawyer who basically lost all of his, like lost his entire life. The lawyer that was going on a Hispanic rant in the restaurant.
He said something like, "Stop speaking Spanish. You're in America."
I'm going to call ICE on you guys.
Yeah, but on his website, he's fluent in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
But even if he apologized, and he did, it doesn't matter because he doesn't have any power. He's gone. So no matter what you do and you apologize, you're still going to get this. You're going to go down the same route.
Anyway, so after that, we did Act 2. Act 2. This is one of my favorite Act 2s.
Before we do that,
my favorite Act 2 was
before we do Act 2.
What?
We have another ad we have to read.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We have ads now. The podcast is doing well, so people want to advertise on here, and so we do one at the beginning. We do one here.
You seem enthusiastic about it. You have a read.
No, you have to read it.
Oh,
That's part of the deal.
Where is it?
It's on there. It's right here. I got it for you. You have it?
No.
This is one you're really gonna like. This is actually a good. This is actually a good transition. We're just talking about otters.
How would I say it?
I'm listening.
Yeah.
The Backblade 2.0 is the easiest do-it-yourself back and body shaver, period.
Yeah.
Now, I know some bears in my life who could use one of these. Forrest, would you use a back shaver?
Of course
you would. They're sponsoring the show.
But I'd use it,
so, if you're a guy afraid to take your shirt off at the gym, the pool, the beach, or even in front of that special someone, because your back and body hair has just has you looking like you're wearing a sweater, then it's time to escape your ape.
Escape your ape with Roseanne
This is what-
today?
That out right there.
Hey!
Hashtag too soon.
Then it is time to escape your ape with the Backblade
Double down.
2.0. The Backblade 2.0
going.
comes with an ergonomical curved handle for full range of motion and allowing you to reach all those hard to reach areas. The Backblade 2.0 also comes with 2 of their unique dry glide patented safety blades, which creates the smoothest shave in just minutes and can be used on both wet or dry areas.
Oh, good.
That's good.
I'm glad it's like...
I can already think of about 3 or 4 or 5 friends of mine who have their fair share of backbush. I'm not making this up. Of backbush. that could absolutely use their blade. I'm looking at you, Jason. I'm looking at you, Scott.
Oh, not back bush.
Jason, our head writer, Jason said he wants a back blade.
Well,
he's
you know.
ready to use.
Okay,
Did you say you would get shaved on the podcast?
So Scott's wife Sally is here, right? Ladies, if you're tired of shaving your man's back for
That's
him,
a thing?
oh,
back
yes,
blade.
you don't know what us heteros go through. If you're tired of shaving your man's back for him, this might be the best upcoming Father's Day gift ever. Get your back blade today at backblade.com. That's BAKBLADE.com. Use the promotional code SHAVE30 and get what? 30%! 30% on a start bundle today. That's BAKBLADE.com. Promo code SHAVE30 because at Blackblade, we've got your back.
Oh, back bush lives matter.
Pretty good. Back blade. Yeah. Black back blade. Black blade.
That was hard for me to read.
was a lot.
You did good.
A lot of B's in
Except
there.
for ergonomically, which I think you made into 4 words. You did pretty good.
I
That was
said,
really- really good.
it's so racist, man. Like, so in my culture, we say words slightly different. And all of a sudden, I have to put up with your fucking bigotry. Anyway, so for the second act, we flew to Holland. Now, I'm going to let you know a little secret. In the act, we say we also flew to Barcelona, but we didn't. We flew the guy out from Barcelona to come and do it. We were all in Holland.
Same thing.
We met the 2 oldest prostitutes in the world, the Focken sisters.
I loved that.
Their name's Focken. One of them is called Loose Focken. She's the oldest prostitute in the world.
Yep.
She's 5 minutes older than her sister. And her name's Loose Focken, and she doesn't know that that's a joke.
Oh, it doesn't get it at all.
No, she's fucked like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. What, Scott, what did she say she fucked?
First,
she-
they come up with
she-
a crazy
yeah,
number
she
that
said
we
it
were
was-
sitting there with a calculator.
She said it was 300,000. We were like, that's 20 a day. No, it's not 300,000.
It was something like 200 a day. We were there. I was there too, and then we were all sitting.
We
there
broke
with
it down, so it's about, she fucked about 80,000 people.
Gross. This
Was
is
it
why
80,000? Or it was?
Maybe it was
something like that.
the biggest stadium in the world.
This is why I don't eat Arby's sandwiches.
Or any type of thing that looks like
Roast
that,
beef,
from
get
what I
outta
hear.
here.
Anyway,
3,000 people?
but I bet you eat the shit out of a hot dog.
Oh.
Anyway, so what happened was,
I don't want to tell you how I got
Jack-
Me Too'd at the Renaissance Fair.
Jack, get me a drink. Anyway, so what happened was we met the Focken sisters, and then we had a guy called Sergey. What was his name?
Sergey, I'm sorry.
Sergey?
I was trying to do the calculation for how many people they had sex with. I don't remember his name is right now. Sergey, I don't know his last name. Do you remember? I'll look it up right now.
His name was Sergey Pergy.
The sex robot guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
One
and
second.
he was like a proper fucking engineer type of guy who knew about robotics, and he was one of the first people to put a brain inside a sex doll. Now this is where you lose me.
Yeah.
This is where you lose me because the sex doll can have arguments with you. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why would you put a brain? Many girls that I've dated, I'd like to take the brain out.
Yeah, just put a glory hole in your Alexa like the rest of us. I mean, that's what I do. I don't need to, like, emotions and a wig. Get out of here. Get out of here.
His name is Sergey Santos, by the way.
And he looked like Freddie Prinze Jr. on meth. Let's be real.
He did, which is weird because Freddie Prinze Jr. also looks like Freddie Prinze Jr. on meth. Actually, me and Freddie Prinze Jr. follow each other on Twitter. And we like each other's things. So if you're listening, Freddie, you come be a guest on the podcast whenever you want.
I know what you did last Sex Doll.
You seem like a nice fella. Anyway, so we took the old and then the sex doll. Now, what happened was I said, how do you make her orgasm? And then he tried to coerce her into having sex with him, and she wasn't up for it.
Not having it.
During the interview, she wasn't up for it.
Yeah.
And then there's something that was cut out of this. We have this on the cutting room floor. I tried to help him at one stage make the doll orgasm, and he had two fingers inside her, and I was standing behind bouncing her up and down. And I just remember looking down camera and going, if this doesn't make her come, nothing will.
Right.
And it turned out she never came for us.
My favorite was when he was bouncing her, and he goes, "I love you," and she goes, "Would you like to try my ass?"
Yeah.
I was like, God, that's right there. She just wants to get around the subject. Like, AI has caught
Whatever will make you come quicker so we can all go to sleep.
Just turn me down in sleep mode. That's all I want. God.
Justin, me too, and Dale.
I don't know what that means, but I get it. Time's up, Jim Jefferies.
So anyways, we did that. We talked to the Falcon sisters. Now, what you were there for the interview.
Yep.
We were touring Europe at the time.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about the song? That was our favorite bit that never made it in.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I remember at the beginning there's a translator there for them, but we ended up not using them for the most part. I think once in a while.
Yeah, I feel like the translator knew less English than I did.
That's right. But I mean, you saw, for the piece, they could speak some English. It was like, dick pussy, stuff we need them to say.
We like
Lucy Pussy?
Lucy Pussy.
Lucy
We
Pussy.
like the nice dick.
Yeah. And so we have some pictures. One of the pictures we put on Instagram was basically them just kind of with their legs over you. But
They kept on grabbing my dick through the whole thing. We took a photo, and they were like grabbing my dick. And I
took about 20 pictures, and there's definitely some with them like there's some inappropriate things going on.
I was like, all right, enough of you two.
What's it like getting held by oatmeal? Is that fun?
Held by oatmeal.
Yeah, they were just like,
that sounds like a movie with Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep.
It is, actually. It's coming out on Netflix.
It's the sequel to The Bridges of Madison Square Garden or whatever the fuck it's called.
Madison Square Garden, yeah.
Is that the name of the movie?
It's definitely not Bridges of Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
It's the Bridges of Madison Square Garden. What's it called?
Madison County.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden is where they play basketball. There's concerts.
And
Dane Cook
I
sold
will,
it out 19 times.
and I will be performing there in December. I think November. We have tickets on sale now. I'll be at Madison Square Garden. How fucking seamless was that?
Yeah, that was good.
Doing my Bridges tour.
Yeah. So, anyways, when we were sitting there, it was towards the end of the interview. I don't know how they got into it, but they were like, we have a song. Basically, they wanted to sing you about being a prostitute.
Yeah, they just all of a sudden, they just cracked into this like old Dutch song where they were like, pussy, 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 money, 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 finger, 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 dicks, jizzy, pussy, pussy, money, money, money.
This was their Amsterdam's Got Talent audition.
Yeah. And it went on and on and on. And then by the end, I knew the chorus, and I was like, pussy, pussy, pussy.
There's hand
money,
gestures
money,
to it.
money, get the money, dicks, and the dicks give the money.
I think we're going to try and put that on.
Gonna give her the gold button right there. Those sisters are going through. Heidi Klum's crying.
But I think we're going to try and get that in, put that online, that at least a song.
Pussy, pussy, pussy.
We got to.
No, it is. And they sort of do the money, money, money noise. You know, where you rub your fingers money, money. Oh, they do a bit of kiss, kiss.
Yeah, it's very European.
Yeah, oh yeah. Anyway, so these ladies are so old. They wore American scarves on the show, and the reason they wore American scarves is because they love America, and the reason they love America is they remember when the Americans came in and rescued them from the Nazis.
Wow.
That's how old these ladies were.
Tale as old as time.
Actually, it's really disrespectful. A lot of people died in that war, Justin.
Oh, I was just
Anyway,
singing Beauty and the Beast. I was just singing a good Beauty
I
and the
don't have
Beast
the rights to that
reference.
song
Sorry.
either, but, that's...
Now, I should mention this. For whatever fucking reason today in the show, in the audience, and because we went to Washington, we interviewed a few people, and we did some field pieces last week. Sean Spicer was in the audience today.
He was actually being paid to be there. That's his new job. He's an audience. He gets paid to...
Sean Spicer was just fucking hanging out.
Yeah? I freaked out a little bit.
He's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
looks
all
older.
the gum. All the gum is gone.
What do you mean all the gum?
All the gum is gone.
Oh, yeah, no, because he used to have the gum, the
just
Melissa
wanted
McCarthy
to-
thing,
Oh, duh, fuck,
where he
I was
always
like,
had the
what is
chewing gum and everything like that.
All I wanted was a clips.
Came out of the bushes.
He does look a little bit like Melissa McCarthy.
He looks like a thumb. Let's be real.
I would have said a toe, but I'm
I'd say the same around digit.
Yeah,
He's
I'm-
transdigit. Yeah.
he's transgender. But what bathroom does he use? Anyway.
The outhouse, apparently.
Anyway, so that was Act 2. There was prostitutes, there was robots, there was coming and going.
This is what I wanted to say, too.
Okay.
Speaking of sex dolls, Watch this documentary on Netflix if you haven't already. It's
Okay, Justin's been acting again.
No. It's the secret of living dolls. If you haven't seen it, it's these guys. Have you seen it? It's these people who dress up. They put the latex in the hands.
Oh, they look
and they
like
walk
they're a
around like living dolls. Watch it. Get ready for the night terrors. You're welcome.
Okay, I have a 5-year-old son.
Yeah.
Is it family
It's
friendly?
very family friendly. It's right up there with like fucking Veggie Tales and shit.
Veggie Tales. My son hates vegetables.
Well, he's gonna love this.
Not the
documentary.
food, just people who are brain dead. Anyway, so he's just very judgmental of people who are in comas. It's just how he is. Is probably the way I brought him up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's an attention span.
So the third act. What do we talk about in the third act,
We
Forrest?
talked about gene therapy, gene editing. So basically, there's a lot of advances in the medical field using this CRISPR system.
CRISPR.
It's an acronym, and basically they can cut out. I mean, we simplified it for you can take out parts of your genes that are harmful for you that might cause disease, like for instance heart disease or cancer or something.
There is a chance within our lifetime they could wipe out disease. And what's happening is there are people who can buy these CRISPR kits for $160, and they can go into their garage and they're protected by one of the amendments, I'm sure. Right? You're allowed to do this because this is how medical breakthroughs happen. You know, we can't stop people from doing these things, but you can buy DNA online. You can just hang out in your fucking garage. Now, the problem with this is we might find a genius who cures cancer, but we also might find a cunt who gives us all smallpox.
Thank you.
Well, right now, I know this like from first-hand experience with my mom. The CAR T therapy that we talked about is they're showing it in clinical trials right now that it is curing cancer, basically. There's a one time that they go through a week.
But haven't we got too many people?
There's a lot of people.
Don't we
I
sort
went
of...
to the Beverly Center and almost ran into traffic.
Yeah,
I was so over it.
So, yeah, and that's a very quiet shopping center. That's not like going to the Grove.
It's under construction.
Oh, yeah, the Beverly Center is terrible at the
Fuck
moment.
everything. There's too many people, too many
I'll
service
tell you
animals.
when I was done with the fucking Beverly Center. Year after year, I go to the Beverly Center because it's the shortest line for Santa. Right? So I always take my kid to the Beverly Center Santa. They had a good Santa, real beard. Happy with that. Right? Last fucking December, I rock up to the Beverly Center. Christmas was cancelled.
Yeah.
Only shopping mall in the fucking world not to have a Santa.
Yeah.
And my son looks up at me with his big, I'm going to say brown eyes. Right? And he looks up at me. He looks up at me, he goes, why does this place hate Christmas?
Trump America.
And I said, I don't know, son. It's probably something to do with terrorists. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's why it's under construction. Terrorists blew it up.
I hate people.
Do you want to go back to Act 3 or you're done?
No, just let's talk
No,
about
we're going to do
hating
Act 3. We're going to do Act 3.
I think the point, though, is that that these biohackers, the intention is good because they're trying to make it the medicine more available to people and cheaper because the FDA drags their feet through this process. They don't because they're. So, you know, if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, they're working with Big Pharma to make sure that there's money that can be made from this because once there's a cure, there's a lot less money in the medicine stuff. So, but the flip side of it is of a lot of like you said, anybody can be doing this at home, and so people were we cut some of this out, but there were some people making like them putting magnetic implants in their body, or they were making glow in the dark beer.
Yeah,
and they were
magnetic
and they were
implants.
I'm done with that.
They
I'm
were
done
doing
with
shit like there was like, okay, who gives a fuck about this? But then there was also some people in Canada that made horsepox, which has been
Canada?
eradicated. Yeah, it's been eradicated for years. So then
I'd never even heard of horsepox.
I mean, now we have to worry about that shit.
Oh, fuck it. I want a zero pox life.
Yeah.
I don't like any of the poxes.
I hate poxes.
Has there ever been a pox that is good?
No.
Even people who are poxy are cunts.
No. This
I
is
don't
what
know,
I'm
does
saying.
it?
It's like, do we have to worry about those people? Say if you go on a date and it's like, oh, so what do you do? Well, actually, I'm glad you asked. I'm a biohacker. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to worry about that shit now?
Yeah.
I just biohack on the side.
Just use a condom, mate.
What is that 23andMe thing where everyone's like finding out where they came from?
Yeah,
Have
you
heard about
spit in a tube.
Yeah,
and
no, I did that.
Fuck outta here.
I did that. It turns out I'm so white. They just sent me like a Hanson CD.
I just got a dream catcher in the mail. That's all I get. It was like, you're Native American somewhere. Look at those cheekbones.
So, at the end of this thing, we basically showed a couple of these biohackers, and there's this one guy that's just really kind of creepy and weird, and he's
The one one that looked like a Hunger Games scientist.
Yeah, he gets stuck on a word where he goes,
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's
So
dead.
anyways, Jim was
He's
going to
dead.
say, Jim wanted to say,
dead.
this is your
He's dead.
opportunity, Jim, because you wanted to put this in the show.
This is what I wanted
So what
to
happened-
do.
what
But what
happened-
happens is,
what happened to this
some
guy
people
is-
don't understand my genius and they try to stifle it. And I'm looking at you, Jason, right? Because I wanted to say, because I go, if he's in charge of medical science in the future, then we're all fucked.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to go, anyway, that cunt's dead now.
Yeah.
See you after the
We'll be
break.
right back.
And they said, you can't say that because that's disrespectful or something.
No, I don't think it
But
was
if
because-
you've done some research, the guy turned out to be a bit of a cunt. Not everyone who's dead was a good person.
Yeah, but I don't think it was about him being respectful. It was more like there was no context for people, and then we're going to go straight to a commercial to be like, what did they mean that guy was dead? So
Yeah, but I don't
but-
want all my jokes to play out for everyone. I just want his mother to cry while he watches the show.
As she should.
Well, she'll listen to the podcast and cry now. So that'll
But
be.
he also had this like weird, like
He was weird.
Willard look to
Yeah,
him. Remember
yeah.
the guy with covered
He-
in red?
Yeah, I don't know if he was walking across an intersection for B-roll, and it looked like he had never walked before. It looked like it was two people, one on top of the
No,
other
but
person's shoulder.
it looks like someone who's been told, okay, you just have to walk across the street, and they're like, all right, I'm acting now. I'm acting. I've got this. I've got this.
I got it. Cut.
Just walk naturally.
And then, I mean, if you've seen the show, you see it, but then he's like, we're searching for the word experiment, I want to say, and he just goes, for about that long, and it's just, he's just.
So it turns out,
Yeah,
it
he
turns
jerks
out
off with steel wool.
he died of suffocation trying to say a long word.
There you go, our other alternate thing. You got them all in.
How did he die? He died in a
Sensory deprivation.
sensory
tank.
deprivation.
It was
tank.
like a flotation therapy tank.
Wait,
was
he
the way they
really
put-
died?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
dead.
he's
Oh,
dead.
thank God.
Yeah, he's 28.
Oh, thank
He's
God.
dead soon. So
Oh, good-
no
good
horse box
riddance.
for you. No horse box for you.
Get
No
the
horse box
fuck
for
outta
you.
here.
Check under your seat. You've all got condoms. Anyway, so that was Act 3. That was Act 3. Then for Act 4, we talked about and look, we were never going to top last week's Camel. But we always do a gimmicky little thing in this show. And what happened was the summit between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump has been called off. But the White House had already released a commemorative coin for this meeting. And now they're like, fuck, we got these coins. And so they dropped the price, I think, from $24 to $19, which
$19.95,
which
yeah.
seems like a weird price drop.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, so you can buy one of these coins and it has a face of Trumpy and Uni. Can you say Uni?
Trumpy Uni?
Yeah, Trumpy Uni.
It's a sushi roll.
So Uni,
Yeah.
Uni and the Trump.
Yeah.
Which is a good name for a sitcom.
It's a good Disney film, too.
So Uni and the Trump, and
So this is love.
yeah, it sounds like
Roll the meatball over.
It sounds like a ramen dish with like a big fucking turd of a sausage in the top of it. Uni Trump. Anyway,
It was a coin with the two of them facing each other. It said peace at the top, 2018.
I'm hard.
Didn't even have the exact date because they really didn't have it. And then there was.
Anyway, so we released a Jim Jefferies commemorative coin, which I've seen one of them, the one that we used on the show. But what are we going to have, like 50 of them or something?
Well, I think that's the idea. Is we wanted to do. It's not a contest.
Tell everyone the promotion. It's not a contest.
not a contest,
because we
but-
can be sued if it's a contest.
God.
But we would prefer it if you all competed against each other for one.
Yeah, I don't think it's a suit thing, but we can't have a contest. So basically,
It's not. It's not a contest.
we'd like
Forrest.
people to be-
I just said it's not a contest.
We'd like
It's
people
just
to-
a competitive challenge between friends. Carry on.
Okay.
But it's not a contest.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the hashtag, we'd like people to engage, like, obviously with us on Twitter and be fun. So the hashtag is almost did good because basically we're just celebrating achievements, things that you almost accomplished, but you didn't really accomplish. That's the whole point of the coin.
Yeah.
So, at Jefferies Show, we always promote our Twitter.
At
handle on here.
Jefferies Show, man.
And hashtag almost did good. And something that you almost did, like the examples we gave on the show were, did you pay for an expensive gym membership and never go? Yeah. I like the one after a school shooting. Did you send your thoughts but not prayers?
God, that was so good.
Yeah, I wrote that one.
That was
Thank you.
really
Thank you.
good.
Thank you very much.
So that's
so
the idea.
tired.
Just write your best ones to us on Twitter, and we'll
Did
have
you
fun
almost
online.
have sex with someone but not?
Did I almost reconcile with my dad?
Did you? How's that going?
I mean, it's fine. We're
Okay.
no,
Very
no,
good. You're
it's
working
not-
through
no,
things.
It's not happening. It's okay.
You know. But if he can't love you,
But I
how
can-
can he
I
love
can
anyone
work it.
else?
I can do it. You want to hear my tongue pop?
Yeah. Oh, this
Can you
is.
do it? Okay, we'll work on that. Let's work. Can we workshop that, guys? Hold on.
You're just clicking.
Oh, you got a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
And then the shade button, which is
Oh, that's a man swallowing cum if ever I've heard it.
all the
Now-
cum. All the cum. Like Sean Spicer with gum, but cum.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the podcast. We may be away. We may do another podcast again, but we will definitely be
We're
back.
going to do another podcast.
We will be back on your televisions June 19th with more hilarities. Anything you'd like to say? Now, I'd like to say to Justin, my friend, you're one of the good guys.
Yeah, I am.
I always look forward to seeing you in any comedy club. I always enjoy having a drink with you. You are one of the nice guys in show business, and thank you for being on the show.
Of course. Absolutely.
To Forrest, you're good to your mother. Anyway, good night, Australia.
All right, everybody. If there's a topic you want us to talk about, tweet to us at Jefferies Show. Please subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Please come out to this show next week at Gotham Comedy Club, June 5th, 7 p.m. Thank you, guys.
Get out. Get out.
This has been a Comedy Central podcast.
She should.
Well, she'll listen to the podcast and cry now. So that'll
But
be.
he also had this like weird, like
He was weird.
Willard look to
Yeah,
him. Remember
yeah.
the guy with covered
He-
in red?
Yeah, I don't know if he was walking across an intersection for B-roll, and it looked like he had never walked before. It looked like it was two people, one on top of the
No,
other
but
person's shoulder.
it looks like someone who's been told, okay, you just have to walk across the street, and they're like, all right, I'm acting now. I'm acting. I've got this. I've got this.
I got it. Cut.
Just walk naturally.
And then, I mean, if you've seen the show, you see it, but then he's like, we're searching for the word experiment, I want to say, and he just goes, for about that long. And it's just, he's just.
So it turns out,
Yeah,
it
he
turns
jerks
out he,
off with steel wool.
he died of suffocation trying to say a long word.
There you go. Our other alternate thing. You got them all in.
How did he die? He died in a
Sensory deprivation
sensory
tank.
deprivation
It
tank.
was like a flotation therapy tank.
Wait,
is what
he
the way they
really
put-
died?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
dead.
he's
Oh,
dead.
thank God.
Yeah, he's 28.
Oh, thank
He's
God.
dead soon. So
Oh, good-
no
good
horse box
riddance.
for you. No horse box for you.
Get
No
the
horse box
fuck
for
outta
you.
here.
Check under your seat. You've all got condoms. Anyway, so that was Act 3. That was Act 3. Then for Act 4, we talked about and look, we were never going to top last week's Camel. But we always do a gimmicky little thing in this show. And what happened was the summit between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump has been called off. But the White House had already released a commemorative coin for this meeting. And now they're like, fuck, we got these coins. And so they dropped the price, I think, from $24 to $19, which
$19.95,
which
yeah.
seems like a weird price drop.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, so you can buy one of these coins and it has a face of Trumpy and Uni. Can you say Uni?
Trumpy Uni?
Yeah, Trumpy Uni.
It's a sushi roll.
So Uni,
Yeah.
Uni and the Trump.
Yeah.
Which is a good name for a sitcom.
It's a good Disney film, too.
So Uni and the Trump, and
So this is love.
yeah, it sounds like
Roll the meatball over.
It sounds like a ramen dish with like a big fucking turd of a sausage in the top of it. Uni Trump. Anyway,
It was a coin with the two of them facing each other. It said peace at the top, 2018.
I'm hard.
Didn't even have the exact date because they really didn't have it. And then there was.
Anyway, so we released a Jim Jefferies commemorative coin, which I've seen one of them, the one that we used on the show. But what are we going to have, like 50 of them or something?
Well, I think that's the idea. Is we wanted to do. It's not a contest.
Tell everyone the promotion. It's not a contest.
not a contest,
because we
but-
can be sued if it's a contest.
God.
But we would prefer it if you all competed against each other for one.
Yeah, I don't think it's a suit thing, but we can't have a contest. So basically,
It's not. It's not a contest.
We'd like
Forrest.
people to be-
I just said it's not a contest.
We'd like
It's
people
just
to-
a competitive challenge between friends. Carry on.
Okay.
But it's not a contest.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the hashtag, we'd like people to engage, like, obviously with us on Twitter and be fun. So the hashtag is almost did good because basically we're just celebrating achievements, things that you almost accomplished, but you didn't really accomplish. That's the whole point of the coin.
Yeah.
So, at Jefferies Show, we always promote our Twitter.
At
handle on
Jefferies
here.
Show, man.
And hashtag almost did good. And something that you almost did, like the examples we gave on the show were, Did you pay for an expensive gym membership and never go? Yeah. I like the one after school shooting. Did you send your thoughts but not prayers?
God, that was so good.
I wrote that one.
That was really good.
Thank you very much.
So that's the idea. Just write your best ones to us on Twitter. And
did you almost have sex with someone but not?
Did I almost reconcile with my dad?
Did you? How's that going?
I mean, it's fine. We're
okay. Good. You're working through things.
It's not happening. It's okay.
You know. But if he can't love you, how can he love anyone else?
I can do it. You want to hear my tongue pop?
Yeah. Oh,
Can you do it? Okay, we'll work on that. Let's work. Can we workshop that, guys? Hold on.
You're just clicking.
Oh, you got a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
And then the shade button, which is.
Oh, that's a man swallowing cum if ever I've heard it.
All the cum. All the cum. Like Sean Spicer with gum, but cum.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the podcast. We may be away. We may do another podcast again, but we will definitely be back.
We're going to do another podcast.
We will be back on your televisions June 19th with more hilarities. Anything you'd like to say? Now, I'd like to say to Justin, my friend, you're one of the good guys.
Yeah, I am.
I always look forward to seeing you in any comedy club. I always enjoy having a drink with you. You are one of the nice guys in show business, and thank you for being on the show.
Of course, absolutely.
DeForest, you're good to your mother. Yeah. Anyway, good night, Australia.
All right, everybody. If there's a topic you want us to talk about, tweet to us at Jefferies Show. Please subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Please come out to the show next week at Gotham Comedy Club, June 5th, 7 p.m. Thank you, guys.
Get out. Get out.
This has been a Comedy Central podcast.
Thank you for being on the show.
Of course, absolutely.
DeForest, you're good to your mother. Yeah. Anyway, good night, Australia.
All right, everybody. If there's a topic you want us to talk about, tweet to us at Jefferies Show. Please subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Please come out to the show next week at Gotham Comedy Club, June 5th, 7 p.m. Thank you, guys.
Get out. Get out.
This has been a Comedy Central podcast. This has been a Comedy Central podcast.